Hey everyone, what's up? It's Babylonius from PeakofSerenity.com here with another kill commentary video. This time it is heroic Harjatan, the third boss in Tomb. Um, this was a fight that I was really kind of surprised in. I thought I would enjoy it more, and I thought Windwalkers would be a little bit stronger. It seems like a fight that Windwalkers would be relatively strong in. Consistent ad spawns that you can kind of group up if you try, and stuff like that. But I was really surprised that that almost wasn't the case, and I'm not sure why. And right now, the results, the averages on Warcraft logs kind of corroborates the fact that Windwalkers are not very strong on this spec, or on this fight for some reason, even though it really seems like it should be. So this is primarily a single target fight with ad spawn, just about every 30 seconds or so. And then you kind of want to cleave down these ads or AoE them. So it's possible that my DPS was so low, and Windwalker DPS in general is so low, because the ads get blown up, and for the first week, none of us knew how quickly they would die. So we spent a lot of time trying to tag them for AoE, when in reality they just get blown the heck up. So I probably in the future, in the future, we'll save my cooldowns, maybe something like an Umbral Moonglaves, to drop down on all of them just to get some more pad damage, But really, when Commanding Roar comes out, they get blown up pretty quick. It probably depends on, how stacked up your raid is, who gets targeted, stuff like that. So really, you kind of just do what you can. So I'm assuming that, my poor damage on this fight and kind of the lackluster damage of most Windwalkers on this fight are because no one really was just sure how long things will survive. So we probably spent too much time getting looking for stacks. But really, this fight is relatively simple. You see the little green patches on the ground. You want to stay out of those. They give you a stacking debuff that increases your damage from them. Actually, somebody pointed out in Twitch that you could use Chi Orbit, and that might actually not be a terrible idea. It's probably a little bit more geared towards Whirling Dragon Punch. In this fight, with Serenity, you probably spend a little bit too much time, and it's only up for one, every other, maybe every third ad spawn. So Whirling Dragon Punch might be a little bit better in terms of being able to have something for AoE consistently, as well as having the Storm, Earth, and Fire to help them tag. So it's possible, I think this is, if there are any fights that Whirling Dragon Punch is going to be a little bit stronger on, Harjatan might be one of them. But it's tough to say, and it's going to depend a lot on your group. So he does this cleave that you stand in, your tank should turn you around, and you can use Touch of Karma on the cleave, stuff like that. When he does this driven assault thing, you want to get away from him. Here I am trying to blow up the ads as much as I could, somewhat unsuccessfully. But he draws in all of the little puddles on the ground, so you want to stay away from those. And then when he's done drawing them in, I believe he kind of pops them out. So typically you want to kind of be towards the end. I'm sure on Mythic, managing those puddles is going to be a much bigger issue than it was on Heroic. So that's going to be important. But yeah, stay out of the puddles, damage the boss. Make sure you're in there to help absorb the cleave that he does. Like I said, you can pop Touch of Karma to absorb some of that cleave. You can, AoE the ad, stuff like that. So really, it's, again, a fight that I feel that should really reflect well on a Windwalker's toolkit. It might just take some of us, and, kind of everybody, figuring out how best to do that inside of your own raid, because it's going to be different for everybody. Some people, the ads are going to get grouped up very quickly. I don't think they can be gripped or anything, but they do focus people and come in, so it's possible that that's going to be a big part, is getting them stacked up for AoE. But it's tough to say. Like I said, Whirling Dragon Punch might be stronger. I used Serenity on this fight, as well as the Legendary Bracers and Boots, mostly because I just don't feel like using the chest. I don't really like the chest, but it's a fight that, because you're going to be doing some AoE, the Boots will be more useful to help give you some of that extra chi for spinning Crane Kick. So that is kind of important. And yeah, this is really the fight. Damage the boss, stay out of the puddles, try to blow up the ads. That's where all this pad damage is going to come. The top ranks for really any class are going to be the ones who are blowing up the ads as much as possible. Yeah, so that's really it. There's not much more to it. It's a relatively easy fight. I thought I would enjoy this fight a little bit more than I did. So hopefully this answers more questions than it creates. This was Heroic Harjatan. There are other kill commentary videos. I'm working on putting all of them out. So thank you very much for watching. Please support me and the other people on Peak through Discord and PayPal. Keep us doing what we're doing. And that's really it. Check out my other videos, all that stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. So thank you for watching. And until next time, see you later.